What you're seeing here is Project Bluebeam, high-level advanced holographic projection. You could say in 4D. You can't touch them, but they seem very lifelike, very real. And this is in a stadium. Everyone's filming it.
What's good, guys? Welcome back. I'm back with another creepy TikToks and conspiracy TikToks and shit. But if you enjoy, make sure you leave a like and let's get right into it. We gotta get to the business end.
You guys are going to want to see how advanced these holograms are.
This is the next generation hologram tech. Do y'all see this? This is HoloLens. You can actually touch the objects. Do y'all see this? And it's so advanced that they're coming out with a glove so it can feel like you're touching it in real life.
I think NASA uses this.
So now y'all starting to see how advanced these AI holograms have came.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, especially with the Vision Pros out now. We're definitely getting there, man. We're pretty much in the future. I mean, see-through TVs, all this crazy stuff. If y'all watch CES 2024, there's a ridiculous, crazy amount of technology that we have now in 2024. It's getting crazy, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to that point.
What you're seeing here is Project Bluebeam, high-level advanced holographic projection. You could say in 4D. You can't touch them, but they seem very lifelike, very real. And this is in a stadium. Everyone's filming it. You can see it right there. I think China for the new year had the dragons go around the big tower. I'll try and find that clip at some point. But for those of you who are not aware, this is the type of technology that they're releasing on the public now. Imagine what the military and the government have. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do a hoax or some sort of world hoax to scare us into giving up our freedoms and security. And they'll protect us as long as we release our freedoms and our rights. And they'll have more control and more surveillance over us. So we'll have much more of an Orwellian society. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, subscribe and I will make more for you.
No, that's really crazy though. The fact that like I just said, the fact that we've gotten so far with technology and stuff, like we have technology like that. Like you can literally have dolphins, huge dolphins flying over, swimming in air. It's just so crazy.
Let's face it, you know the reason the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl? Taylor Swift. It's because of Taylor Swift, and I can prove it. Yeah, let me tell you my theory, which I was just proven right on today. A couple of months ago, before the NFL playoffs were even set, I made a video saying the Super Bowl matchup would be Chiefs and Niners, with the Chiefs winning because of Taylor Swift. And over 17,000 people saw that video. They can confirm I said it. But how is that proof? Here we go, baby cakes. This is Murphy's Bleachers Sports Bar in Chicago. Not just the most well-known sports bar in the city, but maybe in the Midwest. And how did they advertise that they'd be showing the Super Bowl? By telling people Taylor's boyfriend and an Usher concert would be shown at the bar. You know how many extra eyes and extra money the NFL made because of Taylor Swift? It's estimated they made over $300 million extra just because of this relationship and them going to the Super Bowl. Now the fact that the Chiefs won just keeps it going, baby.
Hey, let me know. Do you guys think that they got together just because of that? You think they got paid? They probably got paid. I'm just saying. I mean, they made 300 million. I mean, they give them, 25 million a piece, just to keep their mouth shut and go about their ways. I mean, shit.
I'm predicting Taylor Swift NFL Chiefs merchandise. So that's why the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Shabarabooshkis.
Hey, what the hell? What was that guy's hat, bro? Why did he have a cheese hat? What are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say, bro? But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think that whole Taylor Swift thing was just a finesse just to make more money or what? Something to think about for sure.
On theory that Evian is the rich people water. Rich people are trying to gatekeep this water because it's so good for you. It has natural electrolytes. It's literally made naturally in the mountains, fam.
Yeah.
And it's naturally alkaline.
It does taste the best.
And it tastes good. It tastes fresh. The theory is rich people made it that expensive so that they have their water supply.
Okay.
And when they go to the store, they know, oh, all these poor people aren't going to buy it, but let's just keep it this high so that we can buy it whenever we're in town. Now, what is Evian backwards? Naive.
Naive. Whoa. Evian does taste
Evian
the best.
spelled backwards is naive, bro.
Yeah. And Fiji's probably the second most tasting best.
Yeah.
And then it goes. Last one's the Dasani probably. Oh my god.
It's not even a theory, Loki. That's just how it works. Because if you had the opportunity to like gatekeep something, you would just make it
Yeah,
expensive.
100%.
You
Yeah.
just make it expensive.
Hey, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I actually like Dasani. I actually think Dasani tastes pretty good. And I've heard it has like metal or something, battery acid in it or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, I like the taste. Call me what you want in the comments, but I actually like it.
Because water and internet, like I said before, should be free, fam. Like
Every near-death experiencer that I've talked to has said without any doubt in their minds that we do continue after death. No matter how they describe their NDE, they describe having existed without their physical bodies, when their physical bodies were essentially dead, and yet they were feeling better than ever. There's got to be more to the world than just the physical realm to explain these events. I think the ultimate question raised by near-death experiences is, what are we as human beings? Are we just physical machines? Are we spiritual beings? Are we some amalgam of both?
Everybody has this question.
I don't know the answers, but now I'm much more comfortable with not having the answers. I think the important part of near-death experiences is what they tell us about this life we're in now, that we're all interconnected, that we aren't individual people, but we're part of something greater.
Yeah, that was pretty. I don't know. That was kind of crazy, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd say probably like 80% of people do believe in afterlife or some kind of spiritual connection to our human body. I mean, every.
And we're going to show you how much chlorine is in tap water.
Oh no, don't drink
We are
it.
going to use chlorinated drops. It's a clear liquid with a yellow cap. And this is chlorine. And we are going to see how much chlorine is in our tap water. Now, in this demonstration, we're going to show you how fast chlorine absorbs into your skin. They say that chlorine is proven to cause cancer. It also affects the endocrine system and also is the leading cause of asthma, eczema, psoriasis. So we want to eliminate chlorine. Now we're mimicking what happens in a shower or bath. Take out our hand, do the same exact test. And we're going to stir that up. Where's the chlorine? It's in my hand.
You need to watch this video because here's the dark truth of water that no one's talking about that everyone needs to know. So I was at the gym today and I didn't bring my own water. And I came to the crazy realization that our water is so bad quality that you're better off not even hydrating yourself than you would be to drink the water from like the gym or something that isn't filtered. So you know how a majority of girls are on birth control or hormones and countless other medications that can't be filtered out in your water from your city's filtration system. So your water may still contain traces of hormones. So if you're a guy, you are literally consuming estrogen in very small amounts, but over time. At the end of this video, I'll show you what I use to filter out my water. And not even to mention every single pesticide that gets sprayed down onto your crops, then again gets into your water system. So your atrazine, your glyphosate, all of these things are going into your water and they can't be filtered out. These are forever chemicals. So if you're ever gonna drink bottled water, I highly encourage you to only drink the spring water out of the glass. But I'm gonna show you what I use for my shower. I installed this shower filter right here to filter out all the chemicals, the majority of the chemicals. Because not enough people take into consideration that your skin is the largest organ on your body, so everything that you put on your skin gets absorbed, including all the chemicals. And I use a filter called the Berkey filter. It has chemical filters, and then down here are fluoride filters to filter out all the fluoride. So I use a Berkey filter. I know people that use Kangen, or anything that alkalines your water. But when I'm moving into a house, you can get a whole home filtration system in your basement that literally filters out everything. It's like $5,000. But if you're 70% water, you need good water, right?
That was actually a really good last point. I mean, we are 70% water, so you do want to put good water in your body, right? You know, that's something that you never really think about. It's something you never really think about. You just go buy the cheapest water, you know, or just buy the good water, and it's all just full of chemicals and stuff, so it's crazy. Alkaline.
Bro, there's no way I'm getting this book.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh god, Roadburn, bro! You can't!
Yo. Nah. That's crazy. How the fuck do you even leave the... How do you leave the back door open, man? If you're moving big animals like that and they weigh that much, like, that's dangerous. It's not even funny, man. Like, that's crazy. Can you imagine that family that was next to them was right behind them and that cow fell up? That cow would go right through that windshield and kill the whole family. Or flip the car. Like, that's crazy. People need to be more careful, man.
She looks at them. She'll know all the students here are with her and hoping for the best. She should never have to be alone in that hospital during her fights. Should I look in the box?
Yeah, go ahead and open up the box. Students are super excited to see your reaction to this.
Oh, what do we have?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I don't know what to...
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but hey, he looked like he deserved it, man. So good for you, bro. Shout out to you. I hope you use that 20K in a good way, man. Hopefully you get a new whip or something, you know. Shout out to you, bro. I don't know what you did, but looks like you deserved it, so.
Everything we see around us, trees and plants and minerals and rocks and animals and other people, when we look up and we see the sun or the moon or other stars, constellations, the entire cosmos is a projection or an outcome of a deeper, non-material reality that exists beyond space and time. That reality is like a thought or a program. Kabbalists refer to it as the thought of creation.
You should always trust your gut. In the 1970s, a young couple decided to go for a late-night hike in the woods. A couple minutes into their walk, and the man remembers thinking something's not right. He tells his girlfriend, but they just decide to ignore it and keep going, until he steps on something that felt really soft, like it was alive. Before he has a chance to see what he stepped on, they hear all this rustling in the bushes next to them, and they bolt. Years later, that couple turns on the TV, and a death row inmate who's about to be executed is being interviewed. And they ask him, was there ever a time that you were almost caught red-handed? He responded, yes, one time. I was in the woods, and a couple walked through, and the man actually stepped on the body of a girl I had just killed. I was hiding in the bushes just a few feet away. They didn't see me. That couple had run into one of the worst serial killers of all time, Ted Bundy.
Wow, that's a crazy story, man. Can you imagine? You get home and you cut the TV on and see that shit? Oh my god, that's crazy.
And were never found. Bison Dele played in the NBA for 8 years and even won a championship with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in 1997. In 1999, he abruptly retired from basketball at the age of 30, walking away from a 5-year, $36 million contract. On July 6, 2002, Dele, his older brother Miles Dayboard, his girlfriend Serena Carla, and skipper Bertrand Saldo left Tahiti on Dele's catamaran. Only Dayboard was seen or heard from after July 8. 2 months later, Dayboard was caught in Phoenix trying to buy $150,000 worth of gold using his brother's name, but he was not arrested. Dele's boat was eventually located in Tahiti, riddled with bullet holes that had been patched up. DeBoard was suspected of killing all three and dumping them overboard, but he took his life via an insulin overdose in September 2002. Before he could be charged with anything, the bodies of Dele, Carla, and Saldo have never been found.
This JSOC soldiers with Asian descent allegedly died in this firefight. This is what was claimed to me. So he goes on and tells me some other stuff.
And he has their names. Did he reveal?
He claims he has their names.
Okay, he didn't reveal their names to you.
He doesn't. He is never going to go public. He has now ghosted me, folks, which is so typical. These people come to me. They tell me these crazy tales. I vet them. I find they're real. The people are real, and then they ghost me. I don't know why that. I don't know why that is, but that's it's almost like a hit and run. Like I'm.
I don't know why that is. Use your brain a little bit. Like, bro, if you come out and expose something like this, you will die. Like, they're gonna come kill you. They're gonna come kill you or put you in prison or something. So why would you want to go public with it, you know? It's just common sense, bro.
Fraser Crane therapist of whistleblowers. I'm being funny because I'm too old to cry or be nervous.
Right.
I'm not equipped to handle this. So Clayton, I call another military whistleblower that I've been working with for 5 years. I want to be very specific here. Again, this is what was told to me. This is not my investigation. I want to be clear on that. I said, is it true that Lockheed had its own had its own alien recovery team? Absolutely. Everyone knows this. I don't know. I don't know it. I said, is it true that there was a firefight in 2004? The military whistleblower's answer to that was pause, quiet. He went, it got really bad. You're crazy. I've never heard of it. Let me go ask around. It got really bad. What does that mean? I have no idea. But I'm coming today. I'm coming public with this. And I'm telling you, Clayton, thank you for having me on your show. We don't need keyboard warriors telling me that I'm crazy. I'm telling you what I was emailed. Telling you what another whistleblower told me. I'm telling the government I have no interest in this story anymore. I'm not covering it. I'm off. You win. Again, ding, ding, ding. Then the heavyweight champion of the world of intimidating witnesses and whistleblowers, the U.S. government. You win. But I wanted to come forward since my emails were swiped once again. Just as an order, type of protection, just to say, here it is, as crazy as it sounds. And this whistleblower, former Lockheed employee, and I'll end with this, Clayton, he claims that the David Grush, people have been killed to keep this secret. He was referring to this Lockheed JSOC firefight as my wife says, take a ticket on the crazy train, because this is what this is turning into.
That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, that's how it goes, the government's always gonna try to control us and have their control over what we see, what we know, what we do, and that's just how it goes.
Here are the scariest predictions for 2024. Now, the person shown on screen is Nostradamus, who's known for accurate predictions. And while he had made some predictions in the past that turned out to be false, a lot of his predictions actually came true. But one of his predictions for 2024 is actually something pretty catastrophic. And this prediction basically talks about a so-called colossal tsunami hitting the west coast and a bunch of farmlands of the United States. Now, it's unclear when this tsunami will hit in 2024, but some people theorize around summertime. And if that wasn't bad enough, there's also a woman named Baba Venga who's also known for accurate predictions. And her number one prediction for 2024 is that increased terrorist attacks will happen throughout Europe. And apparently these terrorist attacks will eventually lead to World War III. Now, it might seem a little far-fetched, but keep in mind we were unaware of the surprise attack on Israel earlier this year, so anything can happen at any time. But then also keep in mind that these are just predictions and it's not guaranteed that it'll actually...
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, it could happen. They did make a movie out of it too. What was it called? 2012? They might have just been 12 years off, to be honest.
I'm going to show you how to make a water filter using a plastic bag and a cotton ball. First thing I'll do is cut one of the corners off of the plastic bag. And I want this hole that I cut to be smaller than the cotton ball. So I have the corner cut off. Then I'll take my cotton ball, and I'm going to plug the hole with it from the inside out.
Good emergency thing here.
I'll have to hang this bag up, so I'm going to cut a small hole at the opposite corner of the bag. This way I can feed some string through there. Then I'll tie it off. Now I can hang it up when I'm ready. But first I have to fill it up with water, like this muddy water here. If you don't have another container, you can just scoop it up with your hand. So once it's filled up, I'm going to hang it from a tree. Then just let it drip. Now all this is going to do is get rid of most of the sediment in the water. And it does a really good job of clearing it up, but it's not going to get rid of microorganisms. So you'll have to boil it afterwards. And you can definitely see the difference. The filtered water is much more clear. But after filtering it, you either want to boil it, or this acts as a good pre-filter for my filter straw so it doesn't get all clogged up.
Well, that's definitely something that's pretty useful to know if you're gonna be going out in the wilderness and stuff. So shit, that's kind of cool.
It's dark. That's totally different. I've never in my life seen a rainbow like that, ever. Look at that.
And that's pretty creepy looking.
Where are the angels?
I'm sure one of you guys in the comments, you guys know everything. You guys are smart as shit, but maybe one of you guys in the comments knows why that rainbow was black. Let me know.
What in the heck? Well, that was big, whatever it was. What in the... Oh, that looks like a snake doing a serious power munch there. Oh, he's having something big.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of those videos just look like some really big anacondas or something. You know, like that movie, that anaconda movie. I forgot what it's called. That movie's so good. I'm about to go watch that shit later. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, those look like just big ass snakes. That first one, I don't know what that was. It was making some weird noises, but okay.
The boy caught on camera using the store's tablet every day, but when the manager knew why he does this, he told a staff member to dress as a delivery person and wait in front of his school. And the reason was his mom. She had cancer, and the son wouldn't ask her for such a device while she couldn't even afford her medications, so he had to do his homework in a store. The moment he came outside, she gave him the box, and when he saw the same tablet with a video saying that they paid for all his mom's medication, he felt like he was holding a dream that would give his mom the life she deserved. This girl caught on camera playing an imaginary hopscotch on the tiles. When the store owner saw this, he came up with an idea to make her a real one, and when the girl came back, she started playing right away. But what the store owner never expected was when a grown man entered and scanned the place for cameras like he was about to steal something. And he did. He stole a moment to be a kid again. But not only him. Whenever someone entered the store, they realized that they didn't have to hide their inner child. When this deaf guy walked outside, suddenly a woman bumped into him. She apologized but used sign language. He was shocked because this wasn't something usual. They took a taxi, and to his surprise, the driver greeted him with his language, leaving him feeling a wave of emotions. He thought it was just a coincidence, but little did he know that every person he would meet that day would do the same, greeting and thanking him with signs. He got confused and kept asking his sister for answers, but she acted like she didn't know. It was actually a little surprise to make him feel appreciated. He felt like he belonged for the first time and couldn't control his tears. Unexpected thing happened when this boy lost his only wish. His dad was an officer who had passed away in a chase, and his car had to be auctioned. When the son knew about it, he didn't want to let it go to keep his dad's memory alive, so he gathered all he could and even posted on GoFundMe to raise money, but he only managed to collect $3,000. The day of the auction came, and he hoped that no one would bid more, but the price kept going up, and he sat there realizing his fate while his mom tried to comfort him. The car was sold to a complete stranger for $60,000. He clapped for the winner as his wish vanished before his eyes. Suddenly the stranger walked to the boy and said,
"Tanner, here's your card."
He said that he never planned to buy the car, but just wanted to make sure he got it.
Oh, fuck. I hate those videos, man. That shit makes you want to tear up, man. That was some real shit, though. Especially giving that kid that tablet. Man, I would have gave him a tablet. I would have gave him like 20K cash, man.
Give a disclaimer so this does not get taken down. This video was made strictly for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video should be considered factual. We simply point out patterns and things that we notice. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and say the whole damn video is scripted. All right, now that we've satisfied the guidelines, let's get into it. Welcome to history class. My name is Katie, and today I will be your teacher. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you about the true history of our world. You know, our hidden history. The history that they don't teach you about in the history books or in school. I bet a lot of you didn't know that you have gone your entire lives without seeing a real representation of our Earth in a map. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I am willing to guarantee that regardless of your age, you have lived up until this point without seeing a actual representation of the Earth that we live in, represented in any type of map. And that's because every map that the government gives us is either distorted or messed with. Yet there has been an actual map that has depicted an actual true image of the Earth that we all live on. And it has been directly above our heads for our entire lives. Only problem is all of us are too distracted with our phones to actually look up. This is the moon that we look at every day. Only thing is, it probably has never occurred to you that in order to understand the Earth that we live on, all you need to do is look at the moon. I will explain to you now what it is exactly that you are looking at and how come you don't see it. The surface image of the moon contains a map of the Earth. In fact, it seems to be the only true map that we have ever been given. It is mirrored, distorted, and stretched. However, it is beyond a shadow of a doubt a reflection of the map of the Earth, depicting all of the continents and their right size proportions. It takes a little while for you to adjust your mind to be able to see it, because you are trying to reprogram an entire life of indoctrination. But once you see it, it is undeniable. And you may even realize that this is not the first time that you are seeing this map depicted. The UN has been using this map as their official logo for a very long time. Someone isn't telling us the truth. While studying the moon map, a lot of people have noticed that it depicts extra land masses that are not accounted for in our 2023 updated Earth map. These extra land masses account for the lost civilizations known as Atlantis and Lemuria. It is definitely a very interesting bit of history that I can guarantee that you were not taught as a child, or even as a young adult. And this concludes today's hidden history lesson. Please let us...
Okay, look, I get what she's saying. I understand what she's saying, but how does that make any sense? Why would the moon have a map of the Earth? What are you trying to say? Because if we're on the Earth, the moon can't be the Earth. So how does that make any sense? I'm lost. I don't know. I don't get it.
Let us know your thoughts and opinions about...
Hey.
That the ISS is located in an underwater neutral buoyancy lab in Houston, Texas. The space station footage that they trick us with is not traveling at 17,500 miles per hour above your head. It's all being filmed here on Earth. An exact ISS replica underwater. Coincidence? It's a pretty simple process. Film your footage underwater, remove the water layer, add in your CGI Earth layer, and cast your spell.
There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment. Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen.
What the fuck?
Green screen glitches, grabbing objects that aren't really there, pulling on invisible wires.
For any man with a swollen prostate, do not drink water. Did you know that prostate...
This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage? Air bubbles have been recorded on numerous occasions. How is it possible for air bubbles to be present in the vacuum of space? In 2013, astronaut Luca Parmitano nearly drowned during a spacewalk when his helmet filled with water. This happened again just last year. Air bubbles, helmets filling with water, and drowning. Are they in space or are they underwater? Now, what's really interesting is that they trained for spacewalks in an underwater pool with a complete ISS replica. Now, surely they aren't filming these spacewalks in an underwater pool and then editing them to appear if they're in space, because that sure would be something, wouldn't it? I'm calling on the Brevard County Commissioners to open a full investigation into NASA's fraudulent practices and use of taxpayer dollars. It costs NASA $3 billion per year to operate the ISS, and if they don't have a darn good explanation as to why they're faking these videos, I and the public would like a darn good explanation as to where our tax money is going.
Damn fucking right. Well said, my boy. Well said. Hey, who is this guy, man? Who is this guy? That's crazy. If he's still alive, shout out to you, bro. You got some nuts. You got some cojones, bro. You got some balls going against NASA. Nah, you're tripping, bro. But yeah, I feel like everything he just said is facts. We can agree to disagree, but I feel like everything he just said is facts.
I mean, let's be real. Every time they ask Buzz Aldrin, he gives some strange answer like he wants to tell us that they never went. The astronauts' press conference when they get back look like they just got a life sentence because you can tell that they're being forced to lie. You can see it in them. Did you ever think the public would find out that all the spacewalks were filmed underwater?
Thanks, sir.
Do you have any comment on that?
Well, you train underwater.
Oh, okay, but only training?
Only training.
Okay.
Let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know. I want to see some honest opinions on if we're actually in space or are we just being lied to.
This is the craziest adventure. In the depths of the primeval forest, there is a cave that is 100 meters deep. Jamie will receive a reward of $500,000 if he successfully completes the challenge. The entrance to the cave is very narrow. He can only move slowly by crawling. The narrow space is suffocating. He can't even see ahead. But Jamie still squeezed through the tiny crevice. The friction against his chest makes it difficult for him to breathe. He can only use cardboard to prevent his face from being scraped. Every step of the climb is extremely difficult. What's even more despairing is that once he goes in, he can't turn back. He can only rely on his courage to find a way out. Danger could happen at any time, and he's all alone throughout the entire journey. The thin air is making him feel overwhelmed. 2 hours later, Jamie finds that there is no path ahead, and he has lost signal. In the crevices of the rocks more than 100 meters underground, there is no way out. This is undoubtedly a burial alive. Fortunately, on the other side, Jamie finds a light, and the entrance to the cave is relatively dry. This indicates that the entrance is very likely to lead to the outside. Jamie slowly moves towards the entrance. In the end, he succeeds. After crawling in the cave for almost 2 hours, his clothes are torn into pieces by the rocks. Finally, with his indomitable will, he successfully completes the challenge. He will receive a reward of $500,000.
Why is somebody paying him $500,000 to do that? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. They just want to see him die. They really want to see him get buried alive, man. But hey, shout out to bro. He made it. He went all the way through. I know I couldn't do it even for $500K. My life is not worth that. And being in a tight space like that, it's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But at the end of the day, he got paid $500,000 for 2 hours worth of work. So shout out to him. All right, that's it for that's it for today, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, all that weird stuff. But I'm gonna also put my link for my website in my description if you guys want to go check it out and look around, whatever would you. But yeah, appreciate y'all stopping by. Hopefully y'all check out the next one and peace out.